Basket off and on. Simply, you've got two tabs on the front of the unit. You've got two little tabs on the back of the basket. These tabs slide up over the top of these, and it just sets down on those tabs, both of those tabs at the same time. Very easy to take on and off. There's no release latches or anything like that. That just takes off and sets out of the way. Seat, obviously you can fold the seat down if you like. You don't necessarily have to pull it off of here. The arms do come off if we want to go over that real quick on how the arms come off. You've got one knob here on the back that you loosen, pull one pin, and the whole armrest assembly comes off. You've got different holes on the armrest assembly to set the width of the armrest. I generally, when I'm taking the scooter apart, I don't take the arms off. I mean, you can leave them on the seat when you pull the seat off. It doesn't really add that much weight to the unit. But I like to fold the seat down. It simply lifts straight off. No latches. You don't have to pull any latches or releases or anything to lift that off. Battery pack's going to lift straight off. You're going to hear a little bit of a clicking, popping sound. That's normal where it plugs in. I tell everybody you've got three pins on the bottom side of that. 3 holes where those pins go. Everything around that connection is plastic. Do not force the battery pack back together. Do not drop it onto the unit. Put it on there, and usually just the weight of the battery pack, you can wiggle that and it'll sit. You'll feel it kind of set down on your plug. At this point, I like to lock the steering. You've got a knob on the very front of the unit that you can push in and turn 90 degrees clockwise. And that locks your handlebars, and I'll show you why I do that. So now we can loosen this knob and lay the handlebars down. Again, don't let your handlebars fall because it's going to hit right there where your battery pack plugs in. Set it down gently. I like to keep my hand in between there. Tighten this knob on the front back up so it's not resting on your connection, your battery box connection, and your steering's locked, so now your steering's not just going to go wherever it wants to go there. It's locked into place. Releasing the front deck from the back end of the scooter, you've got one latch here to lift up on. I like to grab the seat post, lift straight up. Again, you've got 4 pins in here that plug into this connection. Everything around those pins is plastic. Do not force that back together when we go back together with it. Very easy to pick this up. I like to grab back in here by this bar, and you got a little handle. I like to grab by both so you're not putting too much stress or force on either one. Very easy to carry like that. The front end, you can grab the seat post. You've got a little bumper under the front, little rubber bumper under the front of the scooter you can pick up. Very easy to carry like that. So essentially, if you count the basket, you've got 5 pieces altogether. Going back together, we're going to go just the opposite of how we took it apart. You can see these 2 bottom connections there that sit right over the top of that bar. You got to go over the top of that bar with both of those at the same time. When you're putting this together, do not force it. It should go together. You can probably do it with 2 fingers. Very easy. Like I said, if it doesn't want to go together very easily, maybe move it to a different part on the floor. If your floor is not real level or real flat, move it to a different spot on the floor and it should go together very easily. We're going to loosen this knob and raise it up. Your tiller, your handlebars. I'm going to tighten that back up. Then we can unlock our steering by pushing this front knob in and turning it 90 degrees counterclockwise. That unlocks your steering. We're going to take the battery pack, set it on here gently, wiggle it, and you'll feel it. You'll kind of feel it drop down on there when that connection goes together. Seat's going to set back on. This is probably the most awkward part, just finding that seat post, making sure it gets put into the hole of that receiver. Raise that back up. Set your basket back on. Your 2 tabs. Seat will swivel. to make it a little easier to get on and off of. Some people like to, it'll go, I tell everybody it'll go every 45 degrees all the way around in a complete circle.